Hey guys, it's Itsuchi here. Just want to hop online for a few moments to discuss a mode that I did not show off in Teaser 8. Thanks again for the positive feedback on Teaser 8 and the demo so far. Appreciate it as always. Try to respond to all the comments if possible, or at least I definitely read all of them and I try to respond to as many as possible. But yeah, there was one mode that is in the demo and it was done when I did the trailer. I just actually completely forgot about it when I was filming. And by the time I had finished the video, as you guys know, or some of you know, I was traveling and was actually leaving in a few hours and I still hadn't packed. So I was like, oh my god, I have to clean my apartment, pack, and publish this trailer before I leave in a few hours. So I couldn't re-record and start over. So I just left it out in the trailer, sadly, because it's actually a really cool mode. The new mode I'm referring to is the new viewer stage. I've already had character selecting here. You guys have probably dabbled with this before, where you kind of, select your favorite characters and start a slideshow, and it'll play, this really beautiful graphic, kind of slide showing all the characters you selected. But that was all that I had for viewers so far. I have plans to do a stage viewer and miscellaneous for just other stuff in the game. I may remove miscellaneous, we'll see. But I hadn't, of course, added these two up until now. Stage viewer is now here. Basically, what happened was I wanted you guys to be able to try out Hurricane Clash mode, and despite it working in my version of the game that I use for testing, the game is just too early to show to the general public for this mode. I do appreciate all feedback, but some people forget that this is a free game solo developed by myself in my spare time. Like, yes, there are things missing. Yes, things will come at some point in the future. No, some things may not show. Things take time. So I knew if I showed Hurricane Clash now in its full glory, it would get picked apart, and that stuff's just discouraging when that happens. So I just decided to leave it out of this demo. But I did want you guys to get some kind of tease with that. It is nice to just kind of run around, even if small confined spaces. It's just nice to get a feel. So that's kind of what the new stage viewer is. You can basically pick your favorite character. Yeah, we can actually try Mizuki because, yeah, why not? Mizuki, it's nice to see Mizuki back since the GameCube days. We can actually start at Hokage Monument, why not? So, yeah, the idea of free roam in the stage viewer is that, yeah, you're just kind of inside the stage, and yeah, it's the normal stage as if you were in Versus, so the boundaries are the same exactly as they would work in Versus battle. So, like, you'll see collision disabled for things like that warp over the stage. This would obviously cause a big problem if this was actually colliding in a battle. So, usually free roam collision is disabled and generic invisible walls are put up around the stage. Just to, again, make sure that everything is smooth in gameplay. So I use the same boundaries for the viewer mode, so you may clip sometimes through, but of course when full free roam comes, you'll be able to jump over walls, the short walls, and these of course would have their own pillar collision. But anyway, the idea is you can just kind of run around in 3D and see stages from a unique angle that you can't normally see in a Versus. It's not perfect. I didn't have that much time to polish. Again, as you guys know, I was traveling. I just didn't have time to polish, so like some of the characters may appear to be hovering off the ground. I need to adjust the animation for their standing, and I just haven't had time to polish that. Also, I wanted the camera to be able to kind of go up at a slightly upwards angle, so you could see things like the Hokage faces at least a little bit. When zoomed out, you could at least see, a little bit. The problem is when there's ground, you can see through the ground. I need to tweak it. It doesn't do that when you're up close, so when you're up close, everything's fine, but when you zoom out, the camera can kind of go below the ground, which can create some interesting angles, especially when you're at ground level. But yeah, stuff like that will still exist in this version because, again, hashtag demo, hashtag not ready, hashtag polishing comes later. But like I said, I just wanted to give you guys some kind of tease. All of these stages Not every stage is available just yet in the viewer, but the idea is that all stages will be available in viewer mode at some point. Yeah, and you can kind of just get a good feel of where these stages actually are in the grand scheme of things. You can see secrets and Easter eggs like oh, that's awkward. Anyway, but you can see like Anko's shop there in the background. Things like that you can see. You can see the palace stage back there behind the trees. Obviously the Hokage's mansion up there. Ooh, sorry, so annoying. So that's kind of the point of this mode. It's like I say, just so you can kind of get a feel of what free roam is like. You can go on the castle rooftop. Yay, castle rooftop with the Raikage. Because why not? And see the very unfinished village out there. Because again, why not? Yay, Kagura! I love Kagura. I'm gonna crossway. I love crossway stage because you just get this really nice angle here. I gotta add the boundaries here. There should be some sidewalks that kind of mark the square, but right now they're just kind of marked by the side rails. They'll match that eventually. But anyway, I just love this view. This is the all the trees and things like that. Obviously, it'll get filled in more, but just seeing it even where it is, this looks just like the Leaf Village, at least to me. It's such a good photo right now. More trees, of course, and things like that to come, but I just love the way this looks. So far, it feels to me right here, this feels like I'm in the Leaf Village. I'm about to run up to that palace and I'm about to beat the out of Tsunade. So excited for this. You can see the lookout tower up there, the Kikyo Castle at the top. That's headed towards Riverside. Eventually we're going to see the main gate. That's actually supposed to be the main gate back there, but obviously I haven't gotten that far yet in developing this map because it's massive. Still not even done with the north end. I'm finally finishing up the north end, working my way towards the central and then to the west and finish the east, and then I'll go south towards the main gate. Yeah, lots to do, but anyway, just let's see, like say, see a glimpse of what's going on, because yeah, why not? Where else can we go? Ooh, let's go to Shirato Street as Shino, because that's his stage. Yay. Yay, Shino at the Shirato Street. Again, you can look down there. Eventually, of course, Tsunade's head is supposed to go up there once Shippuden starts. Tsunade's head will be up there. And yeah, Shirato Street. Remember when he was standing by this tree in the dark and Naruto walks by. Yeah, Shirato Street. There is one pretty big, I wouldn't say glitch, but something that used to get polished is nighttime stages. For example, Ichiraku Ramen Shop at night. The frame rate drops. This is due to a lighting situation. Excuse me, and you notice there's no shadows. So basically in versus when you're fighting, because of all these extra nighttime lamps, what I do is I have two kinds of lights, stage lights and then character lights. The stage lights are easy because basically they only have to light the arena one time because everything doesn't move. They only light it one time, it's done, doesn't require any extra computing power. And then there's a character light, which monitors the character and casts a shadow. In free roam, I don't have that system just yet, so it's just kind of one light for lighting everything, which means all of these individual lamps are also trying to light this moving character, which means instead of being able to light the stage once, it now has to light it every single frame because there's a moving character, and it has to make sure this character is lighted appropriately in the stage with all these lights, which causes a terribly low frame rate. This will get fixed, of course, at some point. I'm just not there yet in free roam to deal with nighttime lighting. But yeah, you just may notice if you choose a nighttime stage in free roam, it won't cast a shadow on the ground, and the frame rate may be low if the stage has a lot of background lights like these lamps. That will get fixed, but yeah, it'll still run just fine, but you may notice a severely slow frame rate because it's trying to light the whole scene, every single frame, which is just, yeah, it doesn't do that in Versus. But anyway. Yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that. Anyway, that's the new viewer mode. Hope you guys enjoy. You can play that in the demo now. Again, as always, drop a comment, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to get notified for more updates on this game as more things get done. If you have any suggestions, like I say, you can pop them on any post or video, but the best place is in my Discord under the suggestions chat. The suggestions channel in my Discord, so that way they're all in an organized place that I can easily refer to. So the Battle Royale mode I announced for 8 players, that was a suggestion dropped a couple weeks ago. So always encourage you to drop suggestions there, but you can suggest something anywhere. I'm always reading all the comments. So thank you guys again, and enjoy your nights. Take care. Cheers.